Ooh. Step down. Okay, there we go.
See, we use sandbags, like you can see over there under the shelf.
Yep.
Our compost are in those dark green ones, and our potting mix are in the yellow ones.
Okay.
And we use those because they're reusable. So when you buy those from us, those are stored in our bags up there.
Okay, I see up on the shelf up here. Yep.
Yep, when you buy those, we send them back. We'll pick them back up from you.
Okay.
We're all around Philly anyway, so it's never out of the way to stop and grab them.
Yeah.
And then we reuse them.
Excellent. There's a lot of like reuse here. I just like everything is like, yeah, I know like I've never gotten a new bucket. Like, I don't know. It makes sense. Do you feel like folks like customers appreciate that mindset? Like, do you think that they sort of share that sometimes?
I do.
Or is there, okay.
I mean, I think it's sorry. Could we expand maybe if we use single-use plastic and we're able to seal it with a heat sealer so it could go into, larger stores?
Yeah, or ship it farther or whatever.
But that's really not.
Okay.
We're trying to kind of keep that. Like,
great.
we want to reuse those things. And
that's awesome.
have even worked to try to do like at there's a farm in Germantown called Germantown Kitchen Garden.
Okay.
And we have two of these coats there, two heavy sea coats.
Okay.
Where we go and fill those, and then customers, it's almost like a fill it yourself. It's a bulk.
Okay.
Like fill it yourself.
Yeah.
So we're just totally taking bags out of the equation in that one.
Excellent.
Like,
yeah, I mean at the scale, if the last, what do you call it? Yeah, compost. It's the last mile problem.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can get people to bring you their compost, it's easier to keep single-use stuff out of it. Probably. Although you don't get the sorting at the source with the person picking it up, but that's probably a better problem. That's cool.
But I really do think our customers appreciate it, and the majority of people who buy our products are those 6,300 are our customers.
Yeah. I mean, I have to imagine that if someone's looking up composting, like where to find, like, maybe I'm interested in this, they're probably don't need much convincing. Is kind of my thought. That's great.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're inside here. This is the only building on this site?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is actually a city. This is a city of Philadelphia property.
Okay.
We were talking about partnerships earlier. This is a huge one of them for us. This is a partnership with the city's Department of Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
So this is...
We have a lot of parks.
Yeah, this is their property. It was a former maintenance facility of theirs, and they actually combined this facility with another local one.
Okay.
So they had this building available.
Super.
And it was an idea within the city to partner with a private composter to come in and run like a compost operation in exchange for us being here. We pick up the food scraps from the city's recreation centers.
Makes sense.
And then we give back a portion of that finished material you saw to city farms.
As I'm thinking about it, there is a Bennett compost bucket at a rec center.
Oh,
and I'm like, okay. I thought they were just good, conscientious people. But it turns out that they are also...
Their compost from there.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, and it's great because it's all their after school program.
Yeah.
It's their summer program, so you're like exposing kids to this.
Yeah, it's so funny. My son is in elementary school, and he had, I think it was last year, might have been third grade. Yeah, it was third grade. He sees the compost bucket every time we talk about it, and his teacher was like, do you think you could come in and talk about composting to our class? And I was like, sure. I did. I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And I was like, I'm not the right person for this generally. I know how to do research and present to teachers, but I think the kids, I don't know, in my house, my son knows, we put the food stuff in the bucket.
Yeah. And obviously he's talking about it, and
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It is. I do think sometimes he's funny because he'll be like, I know that there's some weird, I don't know, internet kids, they're like, he's like, oh, my dad does live streaming. I'm like, okay, I'm not a gamer, it's probably different than what your friends are thinking of, dude. We're never doing a compost facility. We're not playing Fortnite. But whatever. It is what it is. So I should mention, I said this earlier, we're at Bennett. Bennett encounters two ends, two teams. However, if you put it in any different chat, it'll come back to the right thing, because that's how I set it up. If you want more information on Bennett, wait, where's the light? There it is. On Bennett Conquest, you can put Command Bennett in chat. You can do Command Bennett sign up if you're in the Philadelphia area. If you want to follow them on Instagram and Facebook, you can do Bennett Social. These are all one word, by the way. More info on Compost at Compost 101. All these are commands. You can find composting in your area. Command find compost if you're not in Philadelphia. So that's where we are. That we've been looking at this morning. And for more information, all of those commands are available, and they're being posted in chat like throughout automatically. So like just click the links. Cool. I see you all do your own maintenance here as well.
We do.
Of some kind.
We have an in-house mechanic to help us with the regular truck maintenance.
Yeah.
And game changing.
Do they do bikes too?
They don't.
Okay.
But we have some very knowledgeable staff in the bike department. But
Fair.
not there yet with the bikes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I in my naivete, thought that everyone was using bikes in like the whole city. And like when we chatted before, you're like, oh, the trucks are coming in. I was like, trucks? Like, we have, wow, okay. That's so fun. Cool. And so this is not, so you're processing sort of things coming out of that big pile outside, and they come into this machine?
Yeah, so they're coming in, if they're being bagged, they're coming in and they just, that skid steer dumps a load in there and it gets bagged. And then the bags get stacked on pallets and either stored here or outside in the spring and lead up to spring. The whole side of the building is just pallets of bagged compost because we just have so much going out. But this beautiful machine here is what we use to mix our potting mix. It's empty right now because we transferred it into the bagger because we're going to bag it. But this is a mixer, which you can climb right up here.
I'm assuming this is also a ratio.
Yep, we have a recipe. And
let's take a look inside.
We're going a little out of order, but after you see this, we can go into that.
Oh wow!
Mystery double doors over there.
The big mixer in here. Everything gets churned in. Excellent.
Yeah, if you just hold on a second, I'll turn that. See.
Yeah.
It's all pretty simple.
It is.
Technology.
It is, but like simple works, right?
Yes,
We're mixing. We're not distilling.
No.
Etc.
But yeah, this is our product room, and behind these doors.
How hot's your pile? Excellent. And here's where we keep the pile thermometers. Oh wow, yeah, it's. Yes. This is the room with the air conditioner.
Yes.
No, with the fan.
Well, and we have a window unit.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, wow, it's actually like nice in here.
We do have that in our office. Also, we have a unit for our employees, but also for the employees in this room, which are our worms.
The employees. Say that again. The employees are the what?
We have worms who
Vermiculture.
work very hard for us. Yes, vermiculture. So this is our vermicompost bin. I'm gonna do the magic.
Check it. Oh my God.
Great.
Look at them move.
Feel free to get in there.
Oh my God.
They're very satisfying. Yeah, generally.
More employees. There's some other little bunnies.
Yeah, all this. So we are feeding. I think a lot of people are familiar with vermicompost from the household. This is a great thing to do on your own in your house, like a small vermi bin. Great for kids. But on our scale, we are. Yes.
Okay, I don't want to. I need to.
Volume.
I want to get in and sort of see. Can you get anybody in this pile?
We've got a couple right underneath of you.
Yeah. There they are. Look at that. Very. I don't know what happy ones look like, but
I think they look shiny. They look very shiny. They breathe through their skin, so they have to be like moist at all times, which is why
Hanging out this stuff.
the bin feels like it does.
Everybody was very insistent that we touch the worms. Okay. Are you satisfied that we touch the worms? Okay. The worms have been caressed gently, and it's wild because they're not on the surface. Like if you just, I bet if you sat and like watched this for a while, maybe you could see some subtle movement. But like, the moment you sort of
they're right below.
Disturbed it, they're right
Yeah,
there.
it's just that they don't like the light, and I took off those covers earlier.
Yeah.
In preparation.
And I mean, this is a big bin.
It's a big bin. There's thousands of worms in here.
Full all the way to the bottom.
Yes. So we feed them at the top. So this is called a continuous flow through system.
I feel like thousands is a super conservative number.
I know. I don't know. I never know how many are in here. So 15,000.
Someone would be able to tell you how to estimate, I'm sure. But to suffice it to say, there's a lot.
Yes.
Do you ever have to get new ones?
Well, yes.
Like how do they make their way in here?
They just reproduce. Like they're just in there happy and having babies. So we have had to get new ones with just like issues.
Yeah. Well, it's a very small, like, I mean, it's, this space here, I would imagine if like something happens to a couple of them, it like spreads quickly. I don't know how worm afflictions work.
Disease. I mean, we were mostly having
Call me Dr. Love.
an issue with the bin, and like it's we were having kind of like sinkholes in here at one point. We've really gotten down our system now. It's I think a lot about the watering. So this is an overhead misting system because you really need to like evenly distribute the water. Yeah. So that you're not like overwatering in one area that causes it like the water to kind of go through.
Yeah.
Because the bottom of this, so what happens is we feed on the top. We're adding new material on the top of this. The worms are moving up. All the worm.
You can look underneath.
Yeah, I can even.
That's like a screen.
It's a grate. Yeah, is that helping?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is neat.
So there's a bar on the bottom of this. It's just a steel bar that sits right above this. It's about probably 2 inches tall, and the width of the bin. And you can see over here. It's currently on the other side. But this is every week this is attached to the bar, obviously, but you crank this and it scrapes the bottom of the bin.
Okay, underneath the
Yep. So it scrapes the bottom, which causes some material to fall down through that grate.
Okay.
And that material falls down into these. These are little shelves that we built that are on casters.
Oh, clever.
So the material falls down. We pull this out. It dries for a few days. And then this is the screen we're always screening.
Okay.
This is the screen that we're using to screen this material.
Okay.
So a lot of steps for this system. But it creates, I mean, we put the finished vermicompost into our potting mix. We put it into the farm mix. It's our compost, but it's gone through a worm's digestive tract. So it's
Whole
like
separate process.
and it's got a whole like other level of microbes in there that are beneficial to your plant.
Is that so? That's more of like your premium product.
Yeah.
In a, I guess.
Looking for some. Here's some you don't look at. This is what the finished. So like compared to the finished compost.
Okay. Oh wow, this is very dark.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, it looks like coffee grounds. It's really nice.
Oh, that is definitely. It feels. Oh, it's dense too. Like if you squeeze it, it has a bit of a like. It's like sticky. It's moist. That's the word I'm searching for.
So we sell this in these smaller bags.
Yeah. Made by happy worms eating Philadelphia's fruit scraps. That's super cute. That's super cool.
Yeah, these screeners are neat because we're shoveling from the bin at the bottom. We shovel it out. This thing turns on. I think I can. There you go. So you're shoveling in the vermicompost that came out, and this is an 1/8 of an inch screen up here.
Okay.
We're only, that vermicompost that we're selling is only from this top half.
Okay.
So only these 3 bins are what we're pulling out and bagging.
Gotcha.
The
And this is
rest-
on an angle. We see
Yeah.
it from the side.
So it kind of makes its way down. This second half is a larger screen, so
Okay. Oh yeah, you can see.
we get,
I can see because I can track it with my eyes.
yeah, here, I can actually, let me help. There we go. So this is the food recorder.
So this is the vermiculture is only through here. So what we're seeing, what we saw from the worms, essentially no worms are harmed in the making of this process. It comes through the screen on the bottom of this bin and then gets tossed into the top of here. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
So we're not, the stuff that's coming out of the second half is going right back in because it has a lot of cocoons. Like the cocoons are too big to fall through here.
Okay.
So and we want the cocoons back in because
Yeah.
we want that worm population to keep growing.
Okay.
And then if we get some worms that come through, it's not a lot because most of the time they're at the top trying to get their next lunch. But this is designed so that the worms will stick to like the end of this cone. This is designed for this. Like
Okay.
they come out and they'll kind of fall here and they'll
Oh,
like
this is sort of like a rougher surface.
they'll go like to one side of this.
It's super cool. Yeah, because it's rotating and then sort of like up and falling, and that's fun. It's like a ride that they didn't ask for. But that is nice that they sort of are able to make their way all the way through.
Yeah, you should not find a worm in our vermicompost that you're purchasing.
Fantastic.
Hopefully purchasing. And then actually the overs from this
Okay.
are the ingredient in one of our other soil products, which is our gritty. It's our like black, our succulent cactus
Okay.
blend.
And you said that the actual glass
Yes.
in there. Okay. Interesting. Is but that's a partnership, right?
That is.
Like
No.
producing glass here on the site. Okay.
It's with another Philly company, Bottle Underground.
Okay.
Remark Glass. They're one and the same.
Cool.
Super cool in South Philly. They recycle glass. They remelt it and make beautiful things that you can buy, but they also have a lot of additional stuff that doesn't quite make that category that they crush. And we purchase bags of it. We have some over here.
Amazing.
This is very new. We just started this product in early summer or maybe late spring. I'm not sure. But these are bags of their glass.
Okay.
Here's one that's open. Yeah.
Oh whoa. Oh yeah.
It feels like sand.
That's neat.
It just is prettier.
It is actually quite. I'm sure they have a whole separate process for how to make that.
Yeah, they have a crushing machine, but this is what it looks like. So we are taking that and we're mixing it with those overs from that vermicompost. And it's just because the size, it's like a nice, like the size synergy, like it's a good size.
And that is specifically for
Yeah, it works really well. It just allows a lot of drainage for those combat plants.
That's excellent. Very cool. The whole thing. So you've had, this is like years of built up process for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been a lot of like thoughtful and mindful scale. What is your you said you were expanding into the lot over here, or expanding a little bit. What does like expansion look like when you're making considerations like that?
Yeah.
Where do you approach the plans for that? Is it, like, how do we deal with this other product, this other scrap piece?
Yeah.
Like, where does your sort of scale and expansion ideation come from? Like, the glass thing, the vermiculture,
Yeah.
That type of thing.
I feel like the common theme underlining all that is partnerships. Like this came from a partnership that Bottle Underground and we were doing with University of Pennsylvania. They reached out about creating a treat pit product with all like locally made like waste products. So we were able to use like the glass sand. We were the mixer, and we put some of our compost in it. Like it was a really cool experiment that we did last fall. And then that's where the could just see outside how much material we get versus how much we are actually making.
Yeah.
And I mean, in an ideal world, we're processing everything that we're able to collect.
Right.
And that just looks like
no partner. Sorry, partner.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But
other partnerships for site partnerships.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So like other partnerships like the one we have with Parks and Rec, where we're sharing kind of land. It's land and space is the biggest, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was saying before you walked over, I was saying on the way in, you can see the glass facility, scrap metal. I saw like the tire facility. So I feel like it's interesting because parts of Philadelphia are super dense and parts aren't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm imagining that like permitting for you looks a little different than permitting for someone who's like operating a retail operation.
Absolutely.
Or what have you. So this space seems, like where would you? You have to have space to like put everything. I'm sure you get a lot of like non-my-backyard type of people with this type of process. So.
We try to be really good neighbors and also like keep. You were saying like there's not a lot of smell and we just want to do a really good job and show people that we do monthly tours. I mean, we're doing this tour here, but with Parks and Rec, we host like anyone can come here monthly and do a tour.
Excellent. And you can sign up for that on the website.
Yes.
You can embed it in chat. That is cool.
Yeah.
What type of like folks do you get? I mean, obviously, I was sort of personally interested, and I was like, oh, this seems like a really fun thing to talk about.
Yeah.
But like, who comes through for the tour? Is it just like people who are just curious?
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot of customers. It's a lot of you who are like, where does this stuff go? Like, where does my bucket go?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know.
Yeah, like exactly. My experience with it is like into the bucket, onto the steps, and then gone.
Right. They want to see it, which has been great. And then they also, I want to make sure people know that like a lot of people don't know that we sell soil, that we make, that we do this other part.
So like the retail thing, so like I'm imagining you have more people who are giving material than who are taking away material. Okay.
So right, we have to grow kind of both sides.
With the scale of that too, If all of a sudden everyone, if you got like a huge, and you mentioned like, larger customers might require different packaging, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So it sounds amazing that you're sort of doing the mindful aspect of it. Like we want to keep things, not single use. We want to like do this thoughtfully.
Right.
And I know from my own experience in the city, like the name Bennett is very much associated with compost. Like it is sort of, if you're a Philadelphian, they're so closely tied together. I think that's, to me, that's probably a facet of the sort of mindful growth that you've had and thoughtful approach that you put into it instead of just like, let's just make it bigger every day. It's like, no, let's make it work. And
that's important to us.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an ethics involved.
Yes.
Integrity, I think, is the word.
Yes.
So it's really, I definitely appreciate you sort of showing us around and showing me around. I mean, I appreciate you showing me specifically because I was like, I've been talking about coming to look here. I was like, I'm going to have a million questions. So I really appreciate you sort of fielding all of the questions. Do any of y'all in the chat there have further questions? I know we've answered all of mine, but I'd be happy to sort of pepper Jen with some more questions here. I think for my purposes, when we're finished here, I'm probably going to like go out front and wrap up.
Okay.
And so just so you all know, we're not going to do like, this is not like a 6-hour stream today. The point of stream today was to come visit and chat and take a look at the facility. So just like an FYI. But cool. I don't know if there's any questions. We have a lot of folks who've been lurking and just kind of enjoying. The IRL streams are a little different sometimes.
Okay.
It's more like folks like to just sort of observe, which it's very fascinating. But we've had kind of a lot of folks have been making comments about the worms. We've had comments about the piles, lots of different just like generalized comments. But cool, I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna step up front, wrap up, and we'll. Anything else that you wanted to share? I don't know. Was there anything you were expecting to show us that we haven't seen yet?
No, I think that was great. This is what a tour is like, and if you want to do any more, I would love to, a ride. I mean, there's so many different facets. There's potential to riding along on a collection route, especially a bike route, is super cool.
A bike route would be fun. I've never done.
Like a GoPro.
fun. Collecting buckets. There's a guy who does live streams. There's so many different streamers. There's a guy who is a trash truck driver in New York.
Oh.
And he streams like hours and hours a day, and that's fascinating. I've definitely seen a lot of like bike delivery folks, compost buckets. Never seen it. I feel like your collections folks, like that would be
They could do that.
Yeah, and it's a marketing angle. I don't know, but I would certainly. That's the type of thing that I like to watch.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it.
That's interesting.
But yeah, we have. I'm gonna head out front.
Okay.
And sort of
Should I
do a little wrap up? Yeah. I meant to say earlier when we walked inside, I was like, oh, I hope she doesn't say anything that's like deeply personal, or like popping into the bathroom or something. But there we go. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, this is super. All very, very, very fascinating to me, and I love seeing. I kind of love seeing all of the ways that you're reusing stuff, and the way that the methodology of the the overs go here and then they go back and then they like that to me was really fascinating. We want to show your secret board. Let's do this. Yeah. Well, cool. Let's see. We'll wrap up out here. Let's figure out somewhere to raid today. Somewhere to raid. Do you all have any suggestions for raids? I have not been looking at who's online. So when we finish stream, we always raid somewhere, which basically means dumping all of the viewers into another channel. So we'll figure out where to go today. Raid channel. Who else is streaming IRL? Let's do another IRL today. Let's do. We'll stand out here for just a second. Same category and following. I love the little search feature. Who else is raiding? Or who else is we're gonna raid. I just mentioned our dump truck friend. We're gonna raid over there today. I think that would be good. Because that's sort of like we'll go compost to trash collection. All right, let's put that there for a second. I'll come out and actually say hi to you all. NYC tours. There we go. Stream preview. Okay, we're gonna go visit NYC tours today. But I appreciate y'all. Says T-Pain. Welcome in. Also, hello. I do love a T-Pain stream, but I don't know if is this truck coming into this garage? Yeah, maybe. Hold on. No, it's not. Okay. This one is. Awesome. Okay. Hello. Oh, we're racist. Okay. I think we're going to raid another IRL stream. When we do IRLs, I love raiding another IRL streamer. Luke, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you too. Okay, little just like housekeeping notes. Today we've been hanging out, today we were hanging out at Bennett Compost in Philadelphia. This is their main HQ composting facility. All the things from Bennett Compost residential customers. I think Jen said there was 6,300 or so residential customers come in to this facility. They get processed into piles and piles and piles, and then they get filtered, and then they get sorted, and then they get mixed, and then they get bagged, and they go back out to different customers. And it was super cool to see all of that. We are at the end of our stream today. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It feels weird to say that because we're not on YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. We'll be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream is going to be in the kitchen. Back in the kitchen, we'll be cooking tomorrow. We're going to do some recipe development tomorrow. We're going to be putting things in our compost bucket, and now we know where they go. But we're going to raid over to NYC Tours. NYC Tours is in Hunts Point, New York. NYC Tours is what's the word? I don't want to say trash truck, garbage truck. they drive a garbage truck in New York, and it is a really fun stream. And quite interesting. So we're going to raid over there. Again, we'll be live tomorrow. And I appreciate y'all hanging out this morning. I know it was a bit of an early one, a different type of stream today. But I was happy to be able to come over here and check this out with y'all. I was also happy to just check it out myself, very personally. So, I appreciate you. Thank you for the raid messages in chat there. So, thank you for hanging out. For all those who said hi and I missed, apologies. I'm sorry that you're still on the phone. I'm sorry that you're still on hold. What a hell of a long experience. But come join the raid. It's a fun stream. It's an interesting stream. There's some links to other social media channels in chat in case you want to follow along elsewhere. We'll be live tomorrow. I think the calendar says 11. I think the calendar might say 10:30. We'll be live some 11:30. All depending on my schedule and energy and all sorts of things. All right. Bye. All right. We have rated, and we're going to end stream. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment,